trapped in your mind. It builds up these walls, stacks bricks out of fear, screaming me against you, keeping division near. It's a constant parade, walls tight like a cage. Fuse pride, fuse rage, write scripts for the stage. But beneath all that noise in the dark, something stirs. The shadow creeps, carrying pain that's been yours. Old wounds buried deep like a storm in the chest. Triggers ignite them, turn peace to unrest. Shadows got power, makes you lash, makes you break. Pain's anger is truth, turns your heart to a fake. But hold up, shadow work, that's the warrior's call. Step into the dark, let the evil take the fall. No sword, no shield, just a flame in your gaze. Watch the chaos unfold in a now steady blaze. Breathe in the hurt, let it rise, let it sting. Feel the chains of should have been wounds that cling. Echoes the hustler flies on roots that were seen. But presence cuts through, brings that fire to your feet. Step back from the chatter that makes the world grind. Find the stillness where the real used to find. Shadows ain't monsters, they're pieces of you. Face them with love, watch them shifting true. Every pause, every breath is a spark in the fight. Turn wounds into wisdom, turn dark into light. This ain't a war, it's a dance to behold. Eagle bows, no shadows, lift up your soul.
We used to drink from copper cups, eat from terracotta plates, dust on our hands, bare feet in the garden. Never thought about the way Names were just sounds on the wind. Love was the only law we knew. You took my hand, said look around. This is all we ever have to prove. Copper and clay, we were never afraid. We shared what we had, we stayed unafraid. Soul to soul, like breath on the air. You and me were everything, needing nothing there. Oh, soul bonds don't break, they bend and they blend. They're as real as the breathing that never began or ends. Nobody counted who had more, we just counted who was near. Laughed at the thought of a lonely table, every bowl had someone here. You looked at me through the smoke of supper, said remember when the world was small. We didn't chase what we couldn't touch, because we already had it all. Copper and clay, we were never afraid. We shared what we had, we stayed unafraid. Soul to soul, like breath on the air. You and me were everything, need nothing there. Oh, soul bonds don't break, they bend and they blend. They're as real as the breathing that never began or ends. There was a time we needed nothing, not a promise, not a crown. Just the river, just the fire, just your heartbeat laying mine down. Unity wasn't a word we said, it was the way our shadows fell, side by side in the fading light. One long story we could never sell. Copper and clay, we were never afraid. We shared what we had, we stayed unafraid. Soul to soul, like breath on the air. You and me were everything, need nothing there. Oh, soul bonds don't break, they bend and they blend. They're as real as the breathing that never began or end. They're as real as the breathing that never began or
I was caught in my world, just me, myself, and I, building walls, chasing dreams under a selfish sky. Thought my worth was my win, my name, my fight, but the truth came soft in the morning light. There's a whisper in the air, a call to be free, a spark that says we're more than just me. From the heart to the soul, let the ego release. We're stronger together in a world full of peace. From me to we, we're rising, we're whole. slowly see through the walls. The divides start to end. No more mine, no more yours. Just a shared open road, lifting each other up, lightening the load. There's a whisper in the air, a call to be free, a spark that says we're more than just me. From the heart to the soul, let the ego release. We're stronger together in a world full of peace. From me to we, we're rising, we're whole, connected by heart, by spirit, by soul. One breath, one love, one family will be. This is our soul. From me to we. Take my hand, let's rewrite the plan. No more alone, we'll stand where we stand. Every step, every smile, every choice we make builds a new world for humanity's sake. From me to we, we're rising, we're whole, connected by heart, by spirit, by soul. One breath, one love, one family will be. This is our song. From me to we, let the love overflow. Together we'll shine, together we'll grow. This is our truth, our closing decree. The future is ours. From me to we.
The anima archetype embodies the feminine qualities within the male psyche. Traits like intuition, emotion, creativity, and nurturing that men might not fully express due to cultural conditioning. It's essential, the inner woman, that influences how men relate to women and their own emotional world, often surfacing in attractions, dreams, or creative inspirations. In humanity, It's prominent because societies have historically divided gender roles, leading men to project these suppressed aspects onto real women, like in romantic idealizations or artistic muses. For example, you'll see in literature with characters like the mysterious love interest who represents a deep self-discovery, or in real life, when someone falls for a partner who embodies qualities they lack, such as empathy in a stoic person. Grand rising, grand afternoon, grand evening, or grand rest, wherever you are, whenever you tune in. I want to welcome Alexis and Raven to the chat. Thank you so very much for popping in. Before I continue, I would like to take a moment to say hello, grand rising, afternoon, or evening. 2222 on the live timer. Hello, beloveds. Things are going to be switching up a little bit around here. We're telling a little story about the archetypes today, again, with the cards in tow. And also, I would like to see you revisit, before I hand out a blue jacket. I do not mean anything negative by that. I'm just not going to be handing out the blue jackets on first approach anymore. I've taken time to really sit with things and think them through. I've made an example of myself numerous times. And today I'd like to take myself and my personal energy out of the equation and share a little more about the elephant in the room. And today, it's the anima. It's the anima. Yesterday, we touched on the hero, which is also the dreamer, the shadow, the self, and the mentor. We will also shift focus for balance to the animus. But it will be in a separate video. Culturally, the anima drives much of art. Poetry, and mythology. Hello, Lady Eva. Blessed day to you. Raven, you know you are loved. At least I hope you do. From ancient goddesses to modern rom-com, the tropes where the dream girl helps the protagonist grow. It promotes balance by encouraging integration of these traits, fostering better relationships and emotional intelligence. However, if it's unaddressed, it can lead to unhealthy projections, like possessiveness or unrealistic expectations in partnerships. Bringing in spiritual elements. The anima is often seen as a bridge to the unconscious or divine feminine energy, a symbolic guide towards wholeness, akin to the soul's counterpart in mystical traditions. Your reflection laughs because you're one heck of a comedian, my friend. Keep up the great work. Thank you for bringing more laughter into the collective consciousness. This isn't about literal spirits, but a metaphorical inner compass that, through reflection or rituals, helps transcend ego limitations for a more integrated and purposeful life. In some philosophies, it's linked to concepts like Sophia, an archetype that I have introduced to this channel, and a frequency that is definitely named as a target. As the eternal feminine principle, inviting a deeper connection. More of this rising in men. No worries, beloveds, you're not going to lose your thug card or suddenly become ultra feminine, okay? This is not a time for Captain Literal Man. This is a time for the wise old man. The archetype that embodies accumulated knowledge, guidance, and insight that comes from experience, often appearing as a mentor or advisor type of figure in human stories and psyches. It's the part of us that draws on wisdom to navigate life's complexities, representing maturity, foresight, and the ability to see beyond the ego and immediate impulses. In humanity, it's prominent because societies value elders or experts who pass down lessons. helping younger generations avoid pitfalls. Think of historical sages like philosophers or tribal shamans who counsel on ethics, strategy, or even survival. Yeah, wise old man. It's time to embrace that elder role, Holy Spirit just said. In our everyday lives, it might manifest as seeking advice from a seasoned colleague during some kind of dilemma in your vocation, or internalizing life lessons to make better decisions. You're wise enough to bring the humor. What is a shaman without the comic? What is a yogi without the comic? What is the anima, the mentor, the self, the hero without the comic? Thank you, Holy Spirit. It might manifest as a good friend who never feels entirely themselves if they aren't bringing jokes. Thank you again, Raven. Culturally, this archetype is ubiquitous in myths and media. From Merlin in Arthurian legends, advising the young king, to Yoda in Star Wars, training heroes, or even real world figures. Hello, beautiful sister Francois in the building. Yes. Coaches who provide objective perspectives. Hello, beautiful sister Sonia, my bestie. Hello. Thank you so very much for popping in, beautiful sister. It's always a joy, always lovely to see you. Thank you. It fosters growth by encouraging reflection and long-term thinking. But if over-relied upon, it can lead to rigidity or dismissal of innovation, like clinging to outdated orders and traditions. Incorporating spiritual elements, beloveds, often seen as a symbol of the higher self. or divine intellect, a inner or archetypal guide connected to universal wisdom, aka Sophia frequency, akin to the hermit in tarot or enlightened figures in mysticism. This can represent a spiritual awakening where one taps into timeless truths through contemplation or dreams, not as intervention, but as an intervention, or as a profound integration of subconscious knowledge for soul level harmony and enlightenment. Harmony. I'm looking for the Hermit. Give me just a moment, you guys. Okay, I'm going both directions now. Here we are. The dreamer, the hero, and the hermit. And we hear mention of Merlin, the mentor, the magician. Coming alive, all of this, like a rebirth, Holy Spirit just said. The divine feminine awakening within the masculine. Thank you, Holy Spirit. The mentor. Focused, clear, bright, and also remains a student. The teacher, the sage, the guru. Interestingly enough, I saw 2222 on the timer. a bit earlier. Embodying a unique blend of spiritual wisdom and practical application, allowing individuals to manifest their highest aspirations into tangible outcomes. This number is often associated with visionary leadership, pragmatic idealism, and the ability to create meaningful change in the world. Not just for ourselves, but for the greater good. Two added together is the 4, which is what brings in the practicality. Balancing spiritual insights with grounded actions, making it easier to navigate life's challenges. The divine feminine rising in the masculine to trust their inner wisdom and align their actions with their divine purpose. That would be hilarious. Raven. The true teacher, though, is said to be able to hold this flow of wisdom at bay, while the student sips from a focused stream. The archetype has a gift for reading the room, for sensing the exact ingredient that will stimulate growth within the student. The mentor may appear aloof or available, harsh or tender, humorous or rigid. Their gift is to know what serves the soul. Ultimately, the mentor is in service of the greater cosmic good and aids in the elevation of consciousness. Anytime the mentor forgets this humble link and mistakes themselves for the source of enlightenment, the archetype falls into the shadow. Revealing the unconscious aspects of the self. When the mind responds with no, anything but that, you are touching shadow. By rejecting parts of ourselves and the world, we begin to separate from the whole. Rather than getting to know the qualities and content of our shadow, we busy ourselves with avoiding its presence. This is denial. It's time to take inventory of those things you've been denying. Sacred masculine, embodying the divine feminine. The anima mundi. Let's draw this to a close. Source, Holy Spirit, messenger of Source. Insights and teachable moments, and how the collective, more particularly the sacred masculine, well, I should say the masculine, embodying the divine feminine, shout out to the men in our lives who are doing the best they can based on what they know. You are supported. You are loved. You are enough. And you are invaluable in so many ways. Insights for coming out of denial for the collective. We have the Queen of Water and the Ten of Water. Patience, empathy, tenderheartedness, trustworthiness, nope, Sonia's number one, Raven. So, where the focus can be pivoted to assist the collective in coming out of denial. Emotional issues evolving to a new level. Even if things aren't perfect, there's a sense of peace and calm. Continue to nurture those around you. But don't forget to also care for yourself. Emotional maturity. Able to sense what others need and lovingly provide it. Tap more deeply into those intuitions. Choosing a more gentle approach on yourself. Unconditional love. Harmony. Be the curator of that peace and joy. And in doing so, your relationships will continue to grow stronger and more trustworthy. Let's see what's in the immediate environment. Oh, we have the Queen of Swords. So we have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Lots of divine feminine energy coming out, interestingly enough. Behind that, we have the Four of Air, the Four of Swords. Sitting with things a bit longer, allowing more time before responding, reacting to something even. Before making decisions, just allow more time. Five of Swords right behind that. Learning whatever you can from your situations. And look, we have unity. Already in the environment. You already have it in you. As well as that urgency to seek something more meaningful in your lives. Going against the grain when it comes to traditional viewpoints. Clearing away all that no longer serves you. Ace of Cups, a new cup of love. A new cup of love that the Most High wants you to offer for yourself. This is all for you. All for you. Yeah, it's all for you. The resurgence of love. With the Page of Swords, there has been some kind of situation where some kind of information was delivered tactlessly. on impulse. And the collective has to be honest with themselves about it in order to see through it. But don't give up. We have another queen already in the environment. Now the Queen of Pentacles. And behind that, life experience, which is the Tower card in the traditional Rider-Waite. A powerful revelation. Especially with all of this divine feminine energy you're tapping into. Thoughtful, creative, warm, sensible, tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, loving, but also independent, experienced, realistic, and witty. All in unity. Interestingly enough, also in the immediate environment is the King of Earth, the masculine, embodying all of this feminine energy. And guess what? You have the Midas touch. The Midas touch. You leave every space that you enter better than what it was before you entered. Let's bring in some insights from beyond Lemuria to draw this to a close. Messages from your higher selves. Source, Holy Spirit, messengers of Source. Best possible insights to draw this message in reverence and honor of the masculine embodying the divine feminine. Ooh. Okay, we have 4 cards. Okay, we're also going to need a feather for this one. It's so beautiful, though. Let's give her a towel. Cover her up. Stepping through. Stepping in and stepping up all those dreams or projects you've been resisting. Now is the time to start, even if it's just one small element of the bigger picture. No more excuses or tomorrows. Whatever you have been putting off, the universe is now pushing you to make it happen. You may feel a little outside your comfort zone. There it is. Going against the grain with the old order, old, crusty, dusty, musty, played out traditions. But that's where the magic is. You need to plot a course, invent a way through, or take that leap. The hero, the archetype, the dreamer that we began with. And there is no end, Holy Spirit just said. Break it down. Allow the puzzle to come together piece by piece through the courageous act of making a start. Whoops. That's my sign to wrap it up. I'm trying to cover her up and it's not working. So this is what we're going to do. There. Because who would the masculine be without the magician? We have to put the mentor back up there, of course. We also have home. Our way home to oneness and the truest part of our infinite selves is to know ourselves beyond the socialized matrix of mind-constructed reality. When all sense of flighty survival drops away, a deep sigh radiates from the safe space within, where you can ground dreams into realities. Deep heart-based presence is a direct portal home. Align with your temple space. You have dreams, visions, and may yearn for etheric realms, but it is when we are fully present in our bodies that can we actualize ideas and make a difference. Be grounded. Find your home. The deeper our roots, the higher we can reach. Ooh. Interestingly enough, we have our furred and feather friends. Animals are intuitive, sacred beings and the wisdom keepers of many earth traditions. They are some of our most loving companions and have much to teach us. Yet, the treatment of some species is appalling. As our empathy expands, we see other beings and the quality of their lives as interconnected and equal to our own. We may be inspired to align our actions with our compassion to minimize the harm we do to the planet and her inhabitants. This card also signifies energetic bonds. You may have a greater awareness of the wisdom of the animals you encounter and their meaning for you. So, yeah, another way to become more grounded and get out of denial is to become more earth conscious as well, aligning more deeply with nature and all of creation, Holy Spirit just said. And last, but most certainly not least, shine your light. No one can do you as you can. Yet we sometimes feel that we need to be a certain way, a way not aligned with our perfect selves, with our authentic selves. It takes discipline to do what we love, especially if we are natural givers. It's easy to get caught up with other people's lives. Tending to our own needs harms none, and we will have a lot more to give. It is time to collect our light and shift that vibration here on Earth, starting with our sense of being. You are a sovereign being. Regain compassionate empowerment and remember what lights up your world. Ooh, okay. The Relio Delio final message. Vulnerability. When we are truly honest with ourselves in all our facets, we are vulnerable. That honesty is an important step in discovering our shadows and bringing them into the light for healing. When we share our vulnerabilities with others, we allow them to glimpse a deeper part of ourselves. Be vulnerable with yourself and others. It may be time to step into the role of healer and hold space. Holding space means being fully present, without judgment, in a way that provides a safe and nurturing environment. Here, guards are dropped. A deeper level of awareness and relating can unfold, and profound healing takes place. 1:11:11 on the timer. That concludes this message. We'll pick up where we left off in another video, bringing in the animus next, and we'll see where it goes from there. I want to thank you so very much, Multiversal Soul, Familia, for tuning in. Even when you can't stand my subpar singing. With much gratitude and appreciation. From my heart chakra to yours, brightest of blessings and agape, omni love to all. And one more thing. I love you. You. I do. I do. I do.